Good afternoon, Dan Arbor. Welcome to Counter O'Neill's. If you could please take your seats, the show is about to begin. Please take your seats. Yes. So welcome. Welcome to Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing. And we have a big crowd. This is really good. This is really good. We have a good speaker, big crowd. That's pretty exciting. How many people are LA2M first timers? First timers? Okay, wonderful. Welcome, welcome. All right, so my name is Derek Maribon. I'm CEO of Ingenix Digital Marketing, and I always kick off these LA2M events. So, yeah, here we are. And anyways, anybody going anywhere exciting this weekend? Memorial Day? Anybody going anywhere exciting? Yes, where are you going?
The race.
The race? The NASCAR race? Indy. Okay, good. That's exciting. Over here, where are you going?
Fishing.
Fishing, all right. Anybody else got an exciting trip? Yes.
I'm going everywhere where I get free things on my birthday on Memorial Day.
Ooh. Exciting.
And I urge everyone to check the Wikipedia,
Arbor Wiki.
Because it's a great list. I've done it. This will be my second year, and I've already had all the people on stream in my email this week.
Awesome. Awesome. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. So, all right. So for all you newcomers, just so you know, we are here every week. All right, every week at lunch. Except I'm just going to announce we are going to take off the month of August. Okay, so if you were holding back on planning your vacation, go for it. Because we're taking off August. Yeah, that's our break month. So, yes, but besides that, every other Wednesday, except for like Christmas and New Year's Day, we would be here, right? So, and you can also watch live online if you can't make it here, although we like it when you come here because we like to see you at la2m.org/live, okay? So VC Web Design, Vince Shimolevsky and his posse of people, they're actually videotaping this right now as we speak. Hey, everybody, okay, right, so they're videotaping, and they also record it for podcasts, which is very cool. So you can download the podcast of Marisa later. And Roger Rail is our Ustream guru, right? So Roger Rail Ustreams this live. And he's sitting right now behind the camera, and for all of you that are watching live, those of you in India and Iceland, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of overseas traffic, yeah. So, anyways, WordPress is very big in Australia, right, Ross? Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, so we're about to introduce the speaker. She looks all ready to go, and then she's going to talk for like 30 minutes. We will have some time for questions. Okay, so save up your questions, make them hard, see if you can stump her, and then we do introductions and we pass the mic. And this is your opportunity to say in 5 words or less who you are, what you do, and your company name, right? Yeah, okay, maybe 10 words. And then we pass the mic, okay, to a friend. So that's got to happen quickly, especially when we have large crowds like this. For any of you that are live blogging or tweeting this, use the hashtag LA2M. If you notice on the LA2M.org website, which was designed by Ross Johnson of 3.7 Designs. Yeah, he's great. And is Wayne here? Wayne? Okay, see Wayne? He's the Drupal guy who built the LA2M website backend. And then my company just kind of like overseed things, yeah, in general. Right, but we collaborated. And it was a great experience. And LA2M.org, go there. And everything you tweet shows up on the LA2M.org face page, front page, which is very cool. So use your hashtag and get it up there. And I think we're going to learn about things like social media and websites, aren't we, Marisa? Yes, okay. So I'll stop talking and let Marisa talk. This is Marisa Smith. I've known her for quite a few years now. She's very successful in this town. She has a great company over on 5th Avenue. Oh, you're on Ann. Oh, that's right, they moved. I forgot. Yeah, it's over on Ann Street. Which is a great location, nice little quaint Carytown area. And they do great work. And she's going to talk to you about WordPress, turn your website into a social media engine. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, everybody. As I was preparing this presentation, I decided that I should have changed the title to Turn Your Website into the Center of Your Social Media Universe, because all of my metaphors are a little bit cosmic today, so I may have to revise this going forward. But So I'm here today to talk about WordPress. As Derek said, I'm the president of the Whole Brain Group, and we are a small 9-10 person firm over on Ann Street. We do a bunch of website development, social media strategizing and stuff, and we also do some custom software and mobile application development stuff too. So we use WordPress because it is a really easy tool for our clients to use to keep their content updated and for us to develop it. And so we've really been using it a lot to help people with their social media strategy as well, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Okay, so we get this question a lot. What is the point of social media? You know, all the cool kids are doing it, but so what? What can it really do for your business? So I'm going to do a little audience interaction here. So throw out some stuff here. What do you think the point is of social media for your business? Not, you know, connecting with your high school sweetheart or whatever, but yes?
Brand awareness.
Brand awareness, good answer. What else? Engagement with your customers and trust. And what?
And the customers with the brand.
And the customers with the brand.
Promotions.
Promotions, good.
Market research.
Market research, so listening and doing research instead of pushing content out. Anybody else?
To be cool.
Listening to
To be
the
cool.
listening to the customer.
Good, listening and learning, right. Good, so that's a lot of the stuff that I've got up here. Listening and learning to other people in your field is another one, but also to engage with your customer and have a two-way conversation is part of the listening and learning. Building relationships, again, both ways. Getting people to be interested in what you're doing, but also finding people who are interested in similar topics, and then you can learn from them. It's this kind of circle of life in the social media world. Other people kind of use it as their guru-ness to establish their expertise. So if you're somebody who blogs or does a lot of speaking engagements, that kind of thing, a lot of people use it for posting information about those events, but also if you're blogging, then you can push out information of the topics that you're blogging about. You can also find articles that are relevant to the people who are interested in the topics that you're interested in, and kind of, if you're a social media expert, then you might start posting articles that are about social media that you or other people are writing. If you're an expert in aardvark mating practices, you would go onto the nature website and find articles that other people would be interested in. So some people are also using this, there's so much information out there right now that it's really hard to stay on top of everything. And so social media is actually a really interesting way of kind of having other people filter content for you. And so, people who are experts in a certain field, it's their job to be up on what everybody else is doing in the field. And so, they may spend a couple of hours reading all these articles and then posting like 2 or 3 of the top articles that would be interesting in aardvark mating practices, so that everybody in the aardvark mating world doesn't have to read all of those articles. So it's a little bit of a time saver that way sometimes too. So I know I follow like Chris Brogan and Guy Kawasaki, although a couple of those guys are very prolific and sometimes it's not really a time saver to follow them. But they help me by reading a lot of articles about the things I'm interested in kind of for me, and then I just know which ones to choose out of that list. So if you want to be the person on the other side of that, you can adopt that methodology too. As people said, marketing your products and services, it's a good way to get the word out about, new demo of our software available, or, new widgets will be available in our e-commerce store, today. Create fans and followers who can help you spread your message. So I heard, a little bit about this two-way engagement piece of it, but if you think that you're going to need help someday, or now, broadcasting information, don't wait until you need the help to get those followers and fans. Start building that fan base now, because it doesn't happen overnight. Just because you have a fan page doesn't mean that you're going to get 300 followers that day, unless you're Nike.
Or the Whole Brain Group.
Or the whole, right. Everybody, get your phones out and fan us right now. So anyways, if you have taken the time to build that fan base and the followers, then when it comes time that you have a product announcement or you're having a big event or whatever, you've got kind of a built-in network of a few hundred people, 1,000 people, depending on how much work you've done, who can help you spread that message. This is another one I didn't hear, but search engine ranking. In two ways. If you ever Google your company, one of the things that will come up if you have a social media presence is your LinkedIn company profile, your Facebook fan page, your Twitter account. If you've used your company name in all of those places, those can occupy the top 3, 4, 5 spots on that first page when people are Googling your company. So it's a good way to kind of push things down with content that you control yourself. Okay, so that can be helpful. But this is the big one that I'm going to concentrate on today. You want to increase traffic to your website and or blog. I'm going to use those terms interchangeably because some people only have a blog, other people have a website, others have a website and blog. So, what's the point of doing all of the social media if you're not going to get anything out of it? Again, we're talking about business here, right? And what makes our businesses go round?
Sales.
Money, right? Money and sales. So if you can't turn social media into money and sales, there's really not, in my opinion, a whole lot of point in doing it. Unless you have a whole heck of a lot of time on your hands and you're already independently wealthy. All right. It's the elephant in the room. What do you think this slide represents? Remember, we have cosmic references here.
Black hole.
Black hole, exactly. Social media can be a big, giant black hole. And what I mean by that is, first of all, it's extremely time-consuming. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Flickr, blah, 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 you could spend, half a day keeping all that stuff updated, right? So that can be very time-consuming. This is the other thing we hear a lot about. How can I tell if what I'm doing is really getting me anywhere, right? Because as we all know, you'll get into I'm just going to check my Twitter, and 3 hours later you look up and you realize, right? You've read all these articles, you know everything about what all these businesses are doing, but you haven't done anything yourself to move your business forward. There we go. It's easy to get sucked into exploring links, living vicariously, right? And being a social media spy. So when you're kind of doing your market intelligence. So it's a big black hole. So how can we solve that problem? This is the one that I recommend highly. Create a strategy and document it, okay? Documenting your strategy is the best way to keep yourself from getting off track and going all over the place, being attracted by every little shiny object. If you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, then don't do it until you figure out why you're doing it, right? So if you're just Twittering just to be on Twitter, you're never going to get anywhere with it because you could spend all day just, forwarding your friends or retweeting things about, Ashton Kutcher and the cute shoes you bought and the Lost finale and all this other stuff, but that's not really doing anything for your business. So you've got to figure out how social media is going to help your business move forward. There's a whole, I could do 55 slides just on that one bullet point. That's not what the whole presentation is about, but short and sweet. Try to think about how social media can fit into your overall marketing strategy, and then figure out your schedule of how much time you're really going to spend on it. Every day I'm going to get up, spend a half an hour on Twitter, researching things about my field of business, about WordPress website development, about shoe sales, whatever, right? I'm going to find 3 articles that are relevant to people in my field and tweet them out, and I'm going to do 1 blog entry a week and post a link to it. I don't know. But just, 3 or 4 bullet points like that. Because unless you have a dedicated social media expert on staff, most people don't have time to do more than that, right? And if you don't set your schedule, what happens?
Black hole.
Black hole, or you just never do it, right? Because it's not blocked out on your calendar. this is what we're going to get into a little bit in more detail, but using integration tools and plugins to save time. So there's a lot of tools out there that are designed to help you save time when you're using social media, where you can kind of post things in one place and have it shot out to different other social media tools. And I'm going to give you a few examples of that in a little bit. But there are a lot of services that can help you do that so that you're not having to go, log into all of these different places individually. But this is the reason we're here. We recommend making your website the center of your social media universe. So, in this example, I'm going to talk about why or how we use WordPress to do that and why WordPress is a good tool. It does not have to be WordPress. It could be any good web, content management system particularly. The key to all of this is the RSS feed, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But WordPress is a great tool for this because RSS, does everybody know what RSS is? Anybody not know what it is? Don't be shy.
Okay. A lot, but I'm not quite sure what.
Okay, I'll give you a little.
I subscribe to apparently a bunch of them, but I don't know what's happening.
Okay. So RSS is a technology that is built basically for news syndication, is essentially what it boils down to. And what that means is that most content can be boiled down to a headline, right? An author, a date that the content was published on, and then the content itself. That's essentially, there's other fields that are in an RSS feed, but that's the basic thing. So an RSS feed is something that takes a bunch of posts like that have a headline, an author, and content, and syndicates it in a very standard format so that other tools can read it, okay? Because they know that the content's going to look the exact same way everywhere, and then they can take that data and format it differently, feed it into different tools, and that kind of thing. So a lot of the new website content management systems actually store everything and then can output it in this RSS format. So that
Does RSS mean something?
RSS means really simple syndication. That's what that stands for. Yeah? Even though it's kind of complicated to explain. And so if you see that little orange icon up there that looks kind of like a broadcast, that's the universal symbol for RSS. And it's been around for, almost 10 years, I think, maybe longer. But it's really starting to get more and more integrated in everything because it's such the foundational component of a lot of the ways that people want to get information out. So, if you think about your website as the center of your social media universe, and all the planets revolving around it are Flickr, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, right? I mean, there's probably like 88 tools, but those are kind of the big ones, right? What you want to be able to do is take the content, right, that you're putting on your website and be able to push it out to each one of those tools as easily as possible, right? So you're not logging into Flickr, posting your pictures, then logging into Twitter and saying, hey, I just posted pictures on Flickr, and then logging into Facebook and saying, hey, go check out my Twitter account where I said that I just posted pictures on Flickr, right? So you've got this whole thing that you're doing. You want to try to, if possible, post one set of things in one place and push it all out, right? So here's the key. You want to get fresh content out to the people who care. And then you want to bring fresh prospects back in to where? Your website, right. Or your store, right? But the website is kind of, it's supposed to be it's the authoritative source, really, of all the information about your business, if you're doing a good job with it, right? So, some people have kind of a brochureware type of website. Other people have, really interactive, flash and tours of their store, and they can buy shoes online and all kinds of stuff. The point is that when people come to your website, they want to find out more about you, your company, the products and services that you offer. They want to be able to contact you to either buy or find out more information. That's what it kind of boils down to, right? So here's the thing. Anything you post on your website is appropriate to post on any of those other things. So if you think back to that sun in the center and all of the things around it, I'm actually going to go back to that because this is kind of a key thing. Anything you put on your website would be appropriate to push out to any of those things, right? Because anything you put on your website is typically what about your business? If you're posting fresh content, what might you post on your website weekly?
Press release.
Press releases, good. What else?
Sales.
Sales,
Events.
events, new staff added, right? Job postings, anything like that, right? Things that you want to get the word out about. But think about what you post on Twitter sometimes. Do you want that fed back right into your website, the content that you're posting on Twitter? Maybe not so much, right? I just bought some cute shoes, right? Do you want that to go back into your website? Not necessarily. So if you think about, anytime you want to get information out, the place to put it is on your website and then have it be automatically posted to some of these other places. That's really the most efficient way to get the word out and have the message be consistent, right? Across all of those different tools. So that you're not using one set of terminology in one place, another set of keywords somewhere else. It's all the same. The other thing is this, when we get into the automated services, there's a lot of tools out there that when you set up this automation so that you're posting it to your website and it's being posted out everywhere else, they actually shorten the URLs. Have anybody seen those little short URLs that are like bit.ly and then they have a little code? Is everybody familiar with why you use those?
Yeah.
Okay, to save on your 140 characters, right? And also because it allows you to track who's clicking on those shortened URLs, right? Most of those services will allow you to look at statistics about how many people have kind of forwarded those links around and who's looking at what you're posting. So if you're using one of these automated services, then it will actually shorten your URL for you and tell people to go back to your website. Because the whole point of all this is what? Send people back to your website, right? So basically it's a built-in call to action. And that call to action is, what do you want people to do with the information that you're giving them? Just posting, hey, we have a new press release, right? Let's say you post a press release and you Twitter, we just posted a new press release. But you don't say where to go read it, right? How useful is that, right? But if you're using one of these these automated services, then it will automatically say, and here's the URL basically that will send you back to the website. So you don't have to do all of that. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. So the other thing is then we want to get fresh prospects in. Why? For traffic to your website. So everybody understands, right, that the more people you have coming to your website, the better that is for your Google juice, as Pure Visibility likes to put it, right? So that Google juice is really important. And if your website is out there, it could be the best website in the entire world, but if nobody's looking at it, what good is it, right? Why did you spend all that money on it if nobody's visiting it and if there's nothing new to look at? So the more people who are coming to your website, it's not just about search engine rankings, right? It's also about educating more people about what it is you do, what kind of products and services you offer, which is equivalent to prospects and money and sales, right? And finally, because of Google Analytics, does everybody know what that is, too? Right? Google Analytics allows you to track where your traffic is coming from. And it's hard to install Google Analytics on Twitter and Facebook. And there's Facebook Insights and there's Twitter tools where you can see who's looking at things. But Google Analytics is a great way to tell how many people are actually clicking on the links in your tweets, right? Or clicking on, coming in from Twitter and then getting sucked into your awesome website and learning more about your company, right? So if you've got Google Analytics installed on your website, you can really start to see where your energy is being spent most wisely, right? So if you're spending 3 hours a week on Twitter and nobody ever comes to your website from Twitter, maybe you could find a better way to spend that time. Or maybe you need to analyze what it is you're doing on Twitter, right? Maybe you're not telling people to come visit my website, right? Maybe you're just tweeting out everybody else's stuff, but you're not saying to people, come visit my website and learn more to register for an event or whatever. So you gotta use that data and analyze it. Don't just install it and not do anything with it. Okay, so here's WordPress. So WordPress was originally built as a blogging tool. So it's super easy for people to create new content using WordPress. And so a lot of people think WordPress is just for building a blog, right? You can go get an account on WordPress.com and create your blog, or you can install it or whatever. But you can also use it to run your entire website. And so you can configure it with pages and a beautiful custom theme. And most people looking at your website, if you know what you're doing, would not know that it was a WordPress-driven website. They would just think it was just a normal, normal website. But the cool thing is with WordPress that not only is it easy to create new content, but RSS is totally baked in to WordPress. So what that means is that anything that you're posting in WordPress automatically can be sucked back out or pushed back out as an RSS feed. So if you're using things like categories or tags and you're saying, this post is a job posting or current news or something like that, a feed is automatically created for you with that category or tag baked right into it, so you can feed it into any of these other social media tools. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute. So most of these automated services run off an RSS feed. So if you ever go in and you look at like your LinkedIn company profile, it'll say add my company blog. What it's really asking for is an RSS feed. And that feed could be from a blog where you're musing about the Arbor meeting rituals, or, I should have picked a different example to use, sorry. Or it could be the posts that you're posting all your press releases on your website, right? And if you're tagging all those posts as press releases, and then you're feeding those press releases into your LinkedIn company profile, that's pretty cool, right? So when people come check out your company, they already know what's going on in your company. The other thing with WordPress is there's like 500 different plugins for Google Analytics, Webmaster Tools, all these other things, and you basically just say install, and Google Analytics will be baked into your site so that you can track all of this stuff. Okay, so in addition to the social media stuff, the other reasons we love WordPress are, like I said before, it's search engine friendly. So because it was a blogging tool, it was built to be loved by search engines. So the pages are really easily indexed. It automatically puts title tags on the top of your page and meta tags and all that other stuff for you. So you don't have to think about a lot of that stuff. All you have to think about is writing good content and including the keywords that you want to be found for. Okay, but you don't necessarily have to know all the nerdy stuff behind it. So because it's built this way, there's this huge development community out there. It's open source, there's lots of people all over the place contributing content. So what that means for us as a company when we're developing a site for people, we don't have to start from a blank sheet of code. We can just go and say, somebody says to us, I really want a gallery of pictures that, slides in instead of, swoops and whatever. We can go find a plugin that does that, and we'll spend the time researching it and making sure it's a solid plugin, but we're not building that from scratch. So that means that we don't have to charge people, $20,000 to build a photo gallery or whatever. Now, again, that's available with Joomla and Drupal and some of these other content management systems, but this is just, because of all these other things, we really prefer this tool. So there's this huge worldwide development community, and then what we really like is that our clients typically don't ever bug us after we put the site down, right? So we want our clients to be responsible for their own content because they know what's going on in their company. We don't, right? So if it's easy for them to get in and say, hey, we have a new press release, or hey, my shoes are on sale, or whatever, then they're going to be more likely to do it. But if they have to call us and pay us $200 to change 3 words on their site, the likelihood is they're just going to let their content go stale. And that's not good for anybody. All right, so here's an example of what I'm talking about here, just to give you the anatomy of a WordPress website here. So up along the top where it says, home, web design, integrate, about us, all that, those are pages on the site. okay? So a web page, a WordPress page can contain just plain old content, about us or whatever. You can also pull in posts from other areas of the site. So the post is something over here, like where it says whole brain buzz. There, you can see 4 or 5 headlines there in the red outline. What we do is when we have a press release, or I'm speaking here at LA2M, which is right up there at the top, I take 1 minute, I go in, I create a new post, I give it a headline, I write a paragraph about it, I tag it, and I check the box that says current news. Save it, and it automatically goes onto our homepage, automatically goes onto the news page because we have it coded to pull in everything that's tagged as news, right? And then with these fancy services I'm going to talk about, it posts it to our Facebook fan page, it posts this to our LinkedIn company page, our company profile, to our Twitter account, and to the homepage, like I said. So with one minute post, it shoots that stuff out to all these different places, and I don't have to go log in with 5 different passwords and accounts and cutting and pasting URLs from, what is the URL to this post, and now I got to go shorten it. All that stuff is just done automatically, which is really awesome. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works real quick. We mocked up this little example because a lot of people can't quite conceptualize this. So we mocked this up where right in the middle here there's a field where it says enter your message, and I'm going to show you what this is. But we're going to pretend that field in the middle is you creating a post in WordPress on your website, okay? So give me a headline of something interesting that's happening in somebody's company.
The chamber is merging.
Woohoo! All right. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to pretend that I've gone in. Oops, probably messing this up. I'm going to pretend that I've gone into WordPress and I've said create new post, and I'm putting in that headline. Okay? Now pretend I'm saying update. And with all the services that we've set up, what's magically going to happen then is a post will go to our Facebook fan page using the post that we've just created in WordPress. It'll go into our Twitter, it'll go onto the LinkedIn company page, and it'll show up on our news page down there in the bottom. What I can't show you real easily is that it would also have a bit.ly URL right there that was linking back to the page on the home page. Or I'm sorry, the post in our website. So this headline here for LinkedIn, that's automatically, because it's an RSS feed, and part of the RSS feed says this is the URL where this news item is located, it's going to automatically link that headline back to our website, which drives traffic, right? Gets more people to the website so they learn about how awesome your company is, and then they want us to give you money, right? If only it were that easy. Okay. So I mentioned this earlier. One thing you do have to be careful of is over-integration, right? How many people have seen this type of example? It's a little small. On somebody's LinkedIn company profile, I'm so bummed that Chad Ochocinco got kicked off Dancing with the Stars last night, right? Has anybody ever seen stuff like that? In the LinkedIn status updates, clearly somebody has thought, oh, I'm going to integrate my Twitter account, right, with my LinkedIn profile, and now we're finding out that they were drunk at the Wings game last night, or whatever. Is that what you really want for your professional image? Right? So just because you can do it, right, doesn't mean that you should do it, okay? So I highly, 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 highly recommend separating business from personal accounts, especially in Twitter, okay? I really recommend having a company Twitter account and a personal Twitter account if you're gonna be a Twitter maniac, just for that reason. And if you're gonna integrate anything with LinkedIn, have it be your company account, not your personal account. And if you do have a company account, consider tweeting as we, the entity, the whole brain group, not me, the whole brain group. Because even if you're a one-person operation, if you grow eventually, you want the company to be the one, who's known out there in the universe, not necessarily, your own person. Unless you are a guru or you are, Derek Marabon International or whatever. You like the sound of that? Yeah. We'll check and see if the domain's available right now. Okay, I'm winding down here. So here's some of the cool tools that we talked about. Twitter feed, write this down. Twitter feed is really cool. And this is the thing that, it's got kind of a weird name because it's actually Twitter and Facebook feed, okay? So essentially what it does is it allows you to set up one of these RSS feeds and have it get posted to Facebook and Twitter automatically. So as you add new content to your site, it will detect that a new post has appeared and it will send these things out to the proper accounts. It's free. Deliver It, DLVR.it, it's a very similar service. I actually think their interface is a little bit better, but I've already got everything set up on Twitter feed and I didn't want to mess with it again. Same idea though. Runs off of RSS. Here's another really cool tool that we recommend. So we talked about this black hole, right? So now you've got 25 social media accounts. How do you possibly keep up with everything that's happening in all of those different accounts, right? Without having to go, either have, an email coming from LinkedIn, an email coming from Facebook, telling you all the stuff that's going on. Nutshell Mail is really cool, and I think they just got bought out by Instant Contact, I think. It actually it will log into all of your accounts for you and pull the information into one big email and send it to you. And it'll say, at the top, you have 3 new friend requests, you've been invited to 2 Facebook events, and here's the status updates and the birthdays from your 3 closest friends or whatever. And there's all these settings, you can configure it, so if you don't want to get birthday updates, you don't have to, and all this other stuff. So it's really cool. It does the same thing for LinkedIn and Twitter. So what happens is I get one email at 8 a.m., at noon, and at 4 p.m. every day from Nutshell Mail, and I don't read any of the other things that are coming from anywhere else. That's kind of my update. It'll even tell you if people have quit following you on Twitter and a number of other things. So it's a nice tool. Also free for now. So those are some of the tools that we use to help our clients manage a lot of this stuff so that they don't have to log into multiple places. Everybody here is probably a busy entrepreneur. You don't have a full-time social media person, and so the best way to really do this is to think about, your website is that central place where I have some news, woohoo, I want to announce it to everybody. Post it on your website and then set these things up so that they post it everywhere else for you, and then you're not having to spend all of this time doing it, right? And then once it's out there, what does it have? It has links to do what? Drive traffic to your website, right? And what are you going to do with that traffic that comes to your website? Make lots of money, right? You're going to track it, right? Track where things are coming from so you know where to spend your time so you're not wasting time on Facebook and you don't have any fans or whatever. And the other thing we didn't really talk about here is you're going to figure out a way on your website to get people to do something when they're on your site. This is that call to action that you've probably heard about, right? Don't just have them come to your site and then have no contact form for them to contact you or request a free trial or download a white paper or whatever. You want to have them be doing something. But you just have to think about this as kind of the circle of life, right? You're generating content, pushing it out into the universe, people are reading it, they're coming back to your website, hopefully then there's other stuff on your website that they'll get sucked into too. And if you're really lucky, they'll share that content with other people. They'll say, oh my God, Derek Marabon International is the coolest company I've ever seen, right? Everybody else should fan me, right? Or fan his company, or share this blog post that he wrote or whatever. So the other thing I didn't mention here is, if you've got a Facebook fan page or you've got Twitter or whatever, at least, with Facebook, you've got those little widgets that you can put on your pages, right? So that when people come to your website, they automatically have an opportunity to fan you. Does everybody know what that looks like? No. Or like you? Sorry, like you. I'm still old school. Let me show you real quick, just in case. site that I like for travel and stuff. So see right up here at the top, there's this like button. So here's another way for people to, when they come to your website, you want to give them an opportunity to know that you're on social media too, so that you can kind of get more fans, more followers, and that kind of thing. That's part of your integration strategy. And again, if you're using WordPress in particular, and again, some of the other tools do this as well, there's a ton of plugins out there that automatically, will allow people to do this, or they can share your content. Have you seen those little under a blog post, add this or share it on Twitter or whatever? That's a plugin that you can install, and it will just automatically put it under every post that you put on your website. So there's a lot of cool ways to do that. But the key thing is don't just willy-nilly go installing stuff. Think about why you're doing it, and what the ultimate goal is, so that you can have that call to action. And again, measure whether or not it's working, right? So if your goal is, I want to have 1,000 new fans by the end of the month, figure out how you're going to get to that point and what all the different things that you can do to reach that goal. And then in a month, go check and see if you've reached it and figure out why or why not. Questions? Yes? Lady in the... I can't see it very well, sorry.
That's okay. I noticed you didn't mention Hootsuite, and I like Hootsuite because if I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I can set up all my tweets and stuff, even to LinkedIn and Facebook at 6 o'clock in the morning and have them sent out all during the day. And somebody thinks I'm sitting there. My friend said, how do you post every hour? And I go,
right, it's the man behind the curtain kind of thing.
Yeah, the man behind the curtain.
Both Hootsuite and CoTweet are excellent tools. COTWEET and Hoot, like a hoot owl, HOOTSUITE. Those are tools that help you manage, first of all, multiple Twitter accounts, which is really cool. So if you do have a business and a personal account, you can set it up so that you can post to one or both of those accounts without having to, again, log in as Whole Brain Group, log out, log in as Whole Brain Press, log out, log in. You're logged in as both accounts, so that's really helpful. But the thing there is that then you just have to think about, okay, I'm scheduling all these tweets. Is it that I'm scheduling the tweets because I've got announcements or whatever, right? If it is, then that might be content that you want to post on your website. And the cool thing with WordPress is you can schedule your posts too, right? Which I should mention. So let's say you've got a press release, right? And you've got a big day because you're doing a big product launch on Monday and all this stuff. You're like, crap, I gotta get up at 5 in the morning, right? So I can get my press release posted on my website. Well, if you're using WordPress or one of these other tools, you can just do it on Saturday or Friday and say at 5 a.m. on Monday, I want this thing to get published, okay? So when it gets published, your RSS feed also grabs it, pushes it out to all of these other tools automatically. So again, you're not having to get up that early and post it. You've scheduled your post, and then all these other things just trigger and fire automatically. Megan.
I just wanted to say with Hootsuite, I love using it, but when you use Hootsuite to shrink your link, it doesn't go to your website. It doesn't go directly, like, you'll see on top of it, it's at Hootsuite, so you're not getting that visit, that hit to your website, if that makes sense.
I think, I'm not sure how they do that. I think it is like an iframe or something, right? Yeah. I've never seen how that's handled in Google Analytics. That'd be interesting to see. One more. Derek says it's okay. Yes.
Oh, good. I'd like to know how much is too little presence, too few times, and how much is too much.
That was a long question. Sorry. It's got a long answer. It really depends, honestly, I think, on your industry. What are other people doing? I would say, you want to post something. Okay. If you're tweeting, I would say the minimum you want to tweet is, once a day, right? Minimum. You want to stay alive, right? If you're only tweeting once a week, you know how many tweets most people see? You're going to get lost in the shuffle, right? But if you're using a CoTweet or one of those other tools, you can actually set it to post like your press release on Monday morning, Wednesday at noon, when other people are awake or whatever. And the same tweet will get posted without you having to put it 6 times on your website, Facebook is a little less tolerant. I think people get more annoyed if you're constantly posting to your Facebook fan page, which is why I don't recommend that you hook your Twitter account this way into Facebook, right, where your tweets are going into your Facebook fan page. That irritates most people. If you're one of these, prolific tweeters, if you only tweet once a week, then sure, have it go into your Facebook fan page at the same time, because you're not going to bother anybody. But just beware of being annoying. You're right, and that's where you should keep an eye on who's unliking, untwittering you, following you on Twitter, all those things, because you can start to see if you're getting irritated. Thank you.
Let's give Marisa a big round of applause. That was a wonderful talk. Okay, so as most of you know, LA2M is a non-profit. That means we don't make money, but we do pass the hat because we're old school. So we have baskets. It's a suggested $3 donation. If you want to donate, you can. If you don't have to. Just pass the back and make sure they get back up here. Now we're going to pass the mic around. If you can just stand up and briefly tell us who you are, what you do, and if we can help you. And then pass the mic to a friend, and we'll get around the whole room in about 14 minutes. I know we can do it. Oh, and pay the men and women in black. Pay your servers. Thank you.
I'm Ross with 3.7 Design, which is a web design and web development company. We do a lot of work with WordPress, and we're actually working on a social network built for MSU, built on WordPress. That's kind of a demonstration of how powerful it can be.
How's it going? I'm Peter Clay, Business Development for Parrish Advertising and Design, University of Time. We like to be simple.
Hey, I'm Eric Rodriguez, Client Services Manager with Ingenix Digital Marketing.
Hi, I'm Megan Mead. I'm interning at Ingenix. I just started this week. Just graduated from Michigan State 2 weeks ago.
Pete Richards, I'm independent today. I came to hear Marisa Smith, a sound and trusted advisor, talk about WordPress. It's working on a website about it.
I'm Eric Wortman. I'm a marketing student at Eastern Michigan here through Bud Gibson's Google class.
I'm also here with Bud's class, and I work with EMU Marketing, Communications, and Athletics.
I'm also here with Bud's class. My name is Chris Boucher. I do web design and am working on getting a Google AdWords certification.
Hi, I'm Kai, and I work for the Health Fit Center at WCC, and I am also a Bud Gibson disciple.
I'm Roger Rail. Who's Bud?
Hi, Tom Crawford. I help teach people how to communicate better. And for those of you who weren't able to make TEDx Lansing last week or watch the live feed, the videos will be posted next week. And I was honored to be the speaker coach for that event. So if you need help, come see me.
Good afternoon, I'm Jonathan Tausig. I'm with the America's Business Benefit Association. We're a national nonprofit group, and we help individuals, families, and small business get value for the dollar.
Good afternoon, my name is Ron Kohler, and when your businesses start to get really successful, go to changemanagementresources.com to help you with your people problems. Probably going to launch next month.
Hi, I'm Deb Nystrom. I'm working on that with Ron. It's going to be cool. Also, my website, Revelin Consulting, is now in phase 2. Got some help from Ross. My opt-in box got the first person was a professor at the business school. So take a look at my site, Revelin Consulting. And I'm Deb Nystrom.
Hi, I'm Emily Taylor, and I work for Marisa. So if you need help doing any of the cool stuff that she talked about, come see me. And I should also mention, we're hopefully going to be having a social media workshop where you bring in your laptops with other business owners and actually do the things that we talk about. So go to our events page, thewholebraingroup.com/events, or see me if you want more information on that.
Hi, my name is Cole Whiteman. I help organizations demystify their own internal mysterious systems. And I actually have 3 websites that I'm supposed to be putting together in the near future. And maybe I'm going to use WordPress. So thank you.
Oh, yes. WordPress is great.
I'm Benji Ben Baruch. I do quantitative analysis, market research. I'm an applied sociologist, and I help organizations think strategically about their data and about using their data strategically. And I'm currently looking for new opportunities.
Hello, I'm Robert Passick. I'm the speaker next week, and I'll be talking about the art and science of getting and making referrals work for you. I'll be co-presenting with Dick Beaton, and I also am an executive coach and an organizational psychologist.
I'm Wayne Anker. I'm a freelance web developer.
Hi everyone, I'm Ken Ricker. I'm the local owner of the Entrepreneur Source. If you know anyone who is wanting to get into business, I coach folks who want to explore franchise options.
Hi, I'm Mike Kibros. I'm an intern, social media / SEO intern at Karma CRM. And we help you keep track of all your contacts and keep everything in order.
I'm Carol Hart, Move Communications here in Ann Arbor. We help our clients, someone's smiling there, you may know us. We help our clients design marketing we design marketing tools to help our clients tell their story with impact, and our specialty is video on the web.
I'm Jason Wood, marketing student at Eastern Michigan. I'm also with Bud's class.
Hi, I'm Yasin. I'm here with VC Web Design. We do websites with WordPress, Drupal, Joomla. We do podcasts, video podcasts, audio podcasts, and marketing. So if you need any help, just talk to us.
Hi, Jim Elliott. I'm with IMAX, which is a digital marketing consultancy focusing on automotive dealerships. And we help empower dealers on the web, and we work with one vendor who has developed a foundation for the dealership websites as a content management system specifically for automotive using WordPress technology. And he really likes the open source nature of it and the change in the applied nature of it.
Hi, I'm Pam Palmieri. My company is Promotions Etc. We're a promotional marketing company who focuses on the proper use and implementation of promotional products. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Darius. I do advertising sales with Arbor.com, and I am also in Bud Gibson's class. Go Bud.
Hi, my name is Tom Collins. I work for Ringo & Associates, and I am also a student of Bud Gibson. Bud Gibson's going to be speaking here in a couple weeks, I believe.
Tonight.
Stephanie Schneiderman, Tia Stephanie Tours, leading transformational journeys to Mexico since 2006.
Amy Bergman, Mastermind Consulting Network, mastermindconsult.net. Looking for sales, marketing, and other business professionals to join my team. So if you're looking for someone to partner with, see me afterwards.
I'm Mark Olivier, and I do affiliate marketing.
I'm Julie Mack. I work for the Ypsilanti Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, and if you or someone you know is planning a meeting or conference in Washtenaw County, we'd love to help them out with our free services.
Nathan Gregorich, also from the Ypsilanti Area Convention Visitors Bureau. I'm an intern there from January, ending in August. Recreation, Parks, and Leisure Service major from CMU, so if anyone's looking for a new employee, I'm looking for a job.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Parnitis. I'm a transportation executive. Extensive background in sales, sales development, training, and mentoring. I'm semi-retired, currently in transition, and would be willing to talk to anyone who'd like to take advantage of my services.
Hi, I'm Joe DeLuca. I'm in transition. I'm a marketing and communications executive with regional, national, and local experience in a variety of industries.
Howdy, I'm Andy Urcanon, intern social media and marketing with Newstep, and I'm EMU MBA marketing program major, not with Buck, unfortunately.
Hi, my name is Joe Alberts. I'm the head of marketing for the Institute for Human Adjustment over at the University of Michigan.
My name is Kathy Kohler, and I do public relations and marketing communications in higher ed and nonprofit.
Hi, my name is Teresa Whiting. I'm a pilot and the chief flight instructor at the local Ann Arbor Airport. It's Solo Aviation Incorporated. So if you want your pilot's license, come and see me.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Masterson, co-founder of Family Mint. We've developed an
online money management application for kids. We help kids appreciate money. We're also looking at building up our whole content side. That's the whole reason we're here. We do use WordPress, and we are looking for a content PR specialist to help us drive advice and topics of interest to parents and kids around the areas of finance.
Hi, I'm Nancy Howard, and I'm the program manager for the non-credit computer-related courses at Washtenaw Community College. And one of the great things about coming here is I get ideas for classes. One in particular that you've seen on the post is Roger Rail's Google Earth class is coming up. And Derek, we need to talk because the hour-long stints you do here can develop certainly into workshops at WCC. The dilemma I have, and I challenge everybody here because of what the topic was, is we run semester by semester. If I had a way, I spoke with someone earlier, if I have a way to find out who needs a class when, and we can put that class together quickly, then the idea of waiting till next semester may disappear. So anyways, come to WCC, take some of the cool classes. Thanks. Oh, second.
Yeah, sign up.
Hi, I'm Bill Kirschbaum. I'm a freelance technical writer. I work with small businesses to create materials that impress your customers and strengthen your reputation. My background is in software and computer hardware and also biomedical devices. I'm currently doing a little bit with web content as well.
Hi, I'm Joy Naylor. I've owned a business in Ann Arbor since 1983. We do a lot of different things, but interior design, we do design and build for small businesses. We find space, help you develop it. We're also involved in artwork, always have been. We're really pushing it now to promote Michigan artists so we can get their work out. We're rotating programs in businesses where there's some exposure for them. We sell very economically priced art, get it on the wall. We also do commissioned work. So see me if you need artwork or if you need office space.
My name is Kim Cachadorian. A lot of you here know me, and now that I'm not driving back and forth to Toledo, I get to come back to these on Wednesdays. But now that I'm not driving back and forth to Toledo, I'm also in job transition. I have a background in marketing and PR on the web, and would love to talk to anyone that's interested.
Hi, I'm Lisa Dugdale. I'm an independent consultant, and I help organizations design marketing programs and evaluation programs to help shift environmental behavior.
I'm Amy Ma. I'm currently developing a website for children's self-publishing for children's literature in multiple languages.
Hello, my name is Janice Milhem, and I have a company called Milhem Images, M-I-L-H-E-M, not another L. But anyway, my company does photography and helps organizations, for-profit and non-profit, tell their story in a visual way. And that can be used on web, collateral materials, and so on. So I do events. And just to let everybody know, I'm going to be having a collection of my work at the Espresso Royale on Main Street. And it'll be on next month. So if anybody wants to stop by and see some pictures of Detroit, we have them there. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carrie Nelson. I'm a sales manager at EcoCrest Conference Center and Resort. So if you have any business meeting needs or social event needs, we do bridal showers, baby showers, retirement parties, anything like that. Please see me, and we'd love to work with you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mary Yakis. I'm the director at a company called the Dental Advisor here in Ann Arbor. And I have an ask for anyone in the room that can help us out with some video conferencing, webcasting solutions.
Hi, I'm Tricia Price. I'm also with the Dental Advisor and the sales manager.
I'm Ann Hansen. I'm an old school marketing executive and innovation leader. And I finally, after more than 2 years of going from one transition to another.
Hello, I'm Joe Bardinelli. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments.
Hi, I'm
am Megan Crosby with the Ann Arbor Chamber. We worked with the whole brain group to develop our iPhone app. Watch for exciting news coming up in June about our iPhone application.
Hi, I'm Bob Roth. I'm with WEMU, Jazz, News, and Blues. And my job is to do just what Marcia was saying you should do. I'm supposed to make our web page modern.
Hi, I'm Annette. I am the Events and Social Media Coordinator for WEMU.
Hi, my name is AJ Davidson. I'm Vice President of Bivouac, a retail clothing store on State Street.
Hi, my name is Mary Lou Olds. I have a background in advertising, sales, and marketing. I am also currently in transition. I have 20 years experience in a variety of media. And if there's anyone here who could use someone with those skills and backgrounds, I'd be happy to talk with you. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Raul Reynoso. I'm developing a free marketing tool for people with websites that allows them to connect with each other in a social network and promote their new content through the other websites in their network. And if you're interested in something like that, please talk to me. It'll be available in August.
Hi, I'm Ben Reitz. I'm in transition. I have a background in advertising and customer service, and go green.
Hey, I'm Spencer. I'm the new intern at Workintile Exchange down the street. We are a co-working facility, and independent professionals come in and pay for a place to work. Come by and stop by anytime. I'll give you a tour. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carter Sherlin from Press Studios, and I'm a commercial editorial and portrait photographer.
All right, and it is 1:02. We went over. We don't normally go over. Actually, it's kind of nice. It's nice to go over because we had such a good speaker. So, but my name is Derek Maribon. I run a company called Ingenix Digital Marketing, and we do a lot of web design, social media, search optimization, and all that. So, and I thank you all for coming. And Megan is going to intro our speaker for next week.
So up next week we have Rob Pasek and apparently Dick Beaton to present the art and science of getting good referrals. And I also just wanted to quickly say if anyone is interested in sponsoring our newsletters, please see me. We have somebody for June, but we don't have anyone for July. So if you're interested, please see me.
Thanks. Thanks for coming. See you later.